Purple veg, purple veg. Hello everybody, I hope you're well. Welcome to part 3 of our British roast dinner playlist. Today we are making pork. Yes, we've already done beef. Oh my gosh, we've already done chicken. Thank you so much for enjoying this playlist, and if you've missed those already, do check them out. We're just merging lots of concepts and ideas together. We've got lamb, a veggie option, and some dessert still to go, so do keep an eye out for that. But today, pork with some amazing crackling. Ooh. Teeth breaker. We're gonna do some dauphinoise, which I'll just call dolphin potatoes. Very, very nice. A bit like the horseradish sauce we made with the beef, pork normally goes with applesauce, so we'll make a homemade applesauce. And then as an optional side, I've got some cabbage, which we're just gonna shred up and slow cook, so it should be pretty darn good. So here is the pork. Like before, it's been sat at room temperature for half an hour. It's got lovely skin on it, which will help form the crackling, and that's all I'm using, apart from a bit of salt. I'd probably go as far to say that out of all the joints, this is the easiest. You don't need to baste it or anything. We just cook it and it's blooming good. So I'm gonna get it out the pack first of all. Jump cut. Here it is right there, room temperature, as I say. Keep the string on so that you can eat it at the end of the video. It did taste good, all right? But it does help it hold its shape. So what I'm gonna do, the fat, actually you can take that off and cook it separately in a tin to one side if you want to do something flashy with your crackling. Some people like deep fry it and make it puff up in gourmet pubs, but this is proper basic, okay? We are gonna get a sharp knife and make an incision through the skin about halfway into it, all the way along. Strips like this because it'll make it easier later. Okay, so we've kind of created, is it a xylophone? Again, I don't know musical instruments, but little pockets where we can actually ram in our flaky salt. So I'm gonna sprinkle some on, but you do really wanna sort of press it in and actually try and get it in between the cracks that we've just formed, if you can. All right, I don't mean to be telling porkies, but with the juices as this cooks, just like the beef and the chicken, you can use that to make a gravy, which we're not doing today, but you kind of get the idea of that. But we're just really trying to press and work that in there. And that is it all done. So you can now wash your hands. And depending on what you're having with it, you can kind of stick that in the oven now, but we're not. We're doing some other things that are gonna need similar times. But before I do that, I want to shout out to Kimberly Fraser on Twitter. Today I cooked a roast beef for the first time ever in my 33 years of life, thanks to me. Huh? That's cool, right? And it tastes magical. Not bad for a woman who could at one point barely go near an oven without being scared due to being burnt as a kid. Wow. So Kimberly, that is exactly the reason I'm doing this playlist. I'm no pro, but that's awesome. Getting emotional. Cheers. Alexa, make a dolphin noise. Dolphin potatoes, or dauphinoise potatoes. So good, so naughty. An optional alternative to the roast potatoes, which we absolutely nailed on the last video. So just mix it up if you want effectively slow cooked potatoes in cream with a bit of cheese. You can actually use sweet potatoes as well, but we're just gonna go for some bog standard ones today. So this is 1.5 kilograms of King Edward potatoes in all shapes and sizes. I've given them a wash. I'm not even gonna peel them because I feel like living dangerously, right? I'll just take the end off. But what we want to do is just kind of slice it fairly thin, like this, almost so it looks a bit like an apple slice. See that? You could eat that and be like, it's not an apple, it's a potato. I'm not using that one. I'll just cut it. There we go. I've never cut a potato with potato and starch in my mouth before, but there we go. Nice and thin. You've got to do this a lot because you've got a lot of these, but it'll be worth it, trust me. So whilst I do that, Boston, let's jump. My potatoes are done. This is a dish that I'm gonna stick them in that I've buttered. This is boiling water. This is a stock cube. Mixy, mixy, mix. Oh, by the way, I'm totally doing a video on homemade stock cubes. I've always looked at them. As I crumbled just then, part of me was thinking, what is in it? What is in a stock cube? Is it good? Can we make our own? Let's find out. Stock. All right, so effectively we are gonna lay a potato carpet on our butter base. First layer. Bit of pepper. We'll use a bit of salt from Boston. Not smoked on this one. So this is some double cream. I told you it was naughty. Just layer it. Oh, goodness me. And we get some of our stock as well in there. Just a teeny bit. All we do now is do another layer. You're kind of playing cards with a load of potato. Hopefully you get the general idea of that. So let's, there we go, looking good. And if we press it down a little bit, we kind of want to make sure it's generally covered, but I find the top ones get a bit crispier anyway, so that's fine. But the rest is going to be soaked and taste good. Boston Amy looking over it. Spot the difference. We'll just add one last little bit. Oh my gosh. And this is some grated Grana Padano cheese, our little Italy trip last year. And all we do with that now, oh my gosh, sorry, wrap it in foil. Oh no, try and keep it level, folks. So down on a lipped baking tray, just to catch any spillage, as I say. We've got a bit more prep to do. But hopefully you're getting, the good thing is, it's all about prep with all these roast dinners. The pork's there, it's sat there going, are you gonna cook me or what? What's going on, you know? The potatoes are just sat there now going, this is nice. I mean, cream and stock is good. Yes, I want a party. You know, just imagine if food did talk. In fact, I've got a store on Teespring that I've just launched with some food pun t-shirts coming soon, and this is the first design. I've got about 10 designs that I'm gonna do initially, and from time to time, you'll be seeing me wearing them. Slow cooked red cabbage. You'll notice that I'm using the board that's got the scorch mark on it that's a little bit, you know, it's the naughty side, okay? I don't mind getting this side messy. But either way, it's gonna be great. But we do need an onion, so just, we're gonna go proper rough and let the pan do the work. I'm just gonna chop the onion. Wow, I'm chopping quite quick. Slow down, Barry. You know, when I went on national TV on this morning, they're like, please remember to tell people about good knife skills. I'm like, I've done over 1,500 videos now. I've never cut myself in a video. When I'm not cooking with a camera, I do sometimes. Weird that, isn't it? My point is, as we fry this onion, it's gonna break down. Why am I not crying? Am I now immune to onion tears? Oh, it'll just break up because we just want onion strips. That's it. I don't mind how you cut an onion as long as you keep your fingers out of the way. That's the best thing to do. Yeah, I cut my onion like 500 miles an hour, man, but I got 4 fingers. 4 fingers. All right, that'll do. The greatest thing. I don't know if you guys ever get the Lurpak adverts, but the greatest thing that I like about a red cabbage is look at that. Look at that. That is the coolest thing. That looks like a magic eye. Do you remember them? When there used to be a thing, a magic eye? What I'm saying is you do get, see, my hand's gone a bit purpley, bit purple on the board. Use a bit of board you don't want or put some baking parchment down. So, you can grate it like that, but if you want, you can just finely shred it. It's completely up to you, but this is going to be sort of tinier. Yes, look at that. That is one of the coolest things in the world. Underrated red cabbage. Purple veg, purple veg. Whoa, like sandcastle red cabbage. As you know, I'm left-handed, and the marks that it leaves kind of reminds me of when you smudge when you're a pen, when you're left-handed trying to write. Left-handers, you'll agree with me, right? You just... So, grab yourself a frying pan. Hello, little sneaky bit of bread hiding behind the bread bin. Why are you not in the bin with your friends? So if you want to be naughty, you can add a little bit of butter here, but we're just going to use some oil, which is, again, isn't the most healthiest. You can use spray oil. Just going to tip these onions in. It's not completely warm just yet, but we're going to warm them through. Change to a wooden spoon because the metal will make an annoying sound that Linton, the editor, will be like, "Rah!" As we start to stir it around and it warms up, it will soften. And you see these clumps where it's together, they naturally break up. So you get like little strands like that, all right? Don't worry about it. It will do the hard work for you. Just fry your onions. Enjoy the moment. Cabbage is going in. And we're going to add a little bit of flavour enhancements, which you can personalise and tweak, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Right, so let that do its thing just for a minute. It's going to kind of like wilt down, but you want to ram flavour in there. You kind of want a perfect combination of sweetness and tartness, all right? And along with that sort of softness that the onion and the cabbage will give you. So we're going to use brown sugar for some sweetness and some white wine vinegar just to give it that tartness, but also you can add a fruity vibe. So we're making our own homemade apple sauce, and you can probably stick a little bit of that in there if you wanted. You can even put apple in there. Some people put pear in it, but hey, good here, isn't it? This is some red currant jelly that I've got. We actually bought it for Christmas and took like a teaspoon out the top, so we use that instead of cranberry. Jelly! If it's too sweet, you add a little bit more vinegar, like so. So I'm adding about what I think is about 2 tablespoons. It's all about winging it, isn't it? And then 2 tablespoons of sugar. At the moment it smells very cabbagey. And I don't want it smelling of cabbage. I want this jelly to break down in the heat and sweeten it with the sugar and that tartness from the vinegar. And I love how the cabbage is like stained the onions as well. It's like a paint party. Really get in there and show you these colours are really popping now. I'm happy with that combination, but it's all about personalising it and making it taste the way you want. So once it's all blended in, gently bubbling away down the bottom, hopefully you can see a little bit of bubbling there. Not much to bubble, you're ready. And by ready, I mean dish, cabbage in, foil on, and that is it. This can go in the oven for an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's flexible, so it can go in now with our pork and also the potatoes that take the same amount of time. Well, the pork does get some time on its own just to form a really decent start to start crackling. It goes a little bit hotter, then we drop the temperature down, which is perfect for the cabbage and the potatoes. In fact, the pork comes out first. Here's the pork cooking chart, just like before with the chicken and the beef. It made sense. A lot of you guys were like, yep, I understand this. Good, because it took me several months to understand it. But the point is the pork will come out on its own and sit and rest for 25 to 30 minutes to relax, and it will help it be super juicy. And we've got that crackling. Oh my God, am I excited? Yeah. All right, no porkies, this is looking great. In you go. About 25 minutes, I reckon. Nice and hot. And then your friends will join you, all right? Bye. As you guys know, it is not like me to make a mess, but whilst that's doing that first bit, it's a perfect time for me to just tidy up a little bit. We are doing one more thing, and that is the homemade applesauce, which you can actually make ahead of time and keep in the fridge because you do serve it cold generally. But I just wanted to get all that done because I don't want to be filming at 6 at night. Interesting fact for you, I just recorded the new channel trailer whilst I was doing that. So in a week or so's time, you might see that and be like, oh yeah, I was watching his pork video. Check this out. This is naughty, it's dangerous. About to turn it, about to turn the temperature down. Taking it down by 20 degrees just for the moment. But, oh, perfect timing. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You getting a bit closer? Ah, this is dangerously hot. Wow. That, my friends, is known as crackling. Oof. I just tweeted, as I do, about this, that I'm making the pork. Jerry Heisker says, I recall dolphin being some sort of leader in medieval times. I wonder. Did he have a dish named after him? As we're finding from the gadgets, is the world of cooking some medieval hobby brought to life that we're all following? Do we even need to eat? Well, sorry. For a more straightforward structure to how to do this, I do a write-up on the website, don't forget that. I've taken the pork down to the middle shelf, so we've achieved that crackling. It's just going to cook through, and the potatoes and cabbage are in there now. Yes! And whilst that's doing its thing, let's do the applesauce. Chunky. Now, of course, the weird thing is, applesauce doesn't actually use any apple. Banter. We need Bramley apples. I'm using a lemon as gives it an optional little bit of tang and some zest as well. Saucepan. There's some water in this just to sort of initially lubricate it. Sugar for some sweetness. So again, it's that sugar sort of sour ratio thing again, kind of like what we did with the cabbage. Just chuck it all together. Need to peel your apples? There's a gadget for that. I find this very appealing. Cool. Sometimes people actually just don't worry about that and they core the apples and then work it out through a sieve once they slice it up. I don't want to do that. Need to slice apples into even portions and core them at the same time? There's a gadget for that. This doesn't always work, but generally it does. Cores and takes the apples into nice chunks like that, and if you get a little bit of stump like that, just rip it off. Any seeds in there, little knife, scratch it away. Chunks of apple. So they're going in. Again. It just sprayed on me. Cool. 3 tablespoons of water. Need to get the zest off a lemon? There's just like half the zest. Need to get the juice out of a lemon? Need to get a tablespoon of sugar out of a jar accurately. 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is it. On the hob is going to go lid. All right, don't muck about with this step too much because the apples can start to discolour. You can probably see the edge of that apple going brown. In fact, but to stop that, lemon juice does help. So I didn't coat it in that, but that is another way to really stop that if you're leaving it out for a while. But lid on, and we'll just keep our eye on it for 20 minutes. You're not going to believe what's happened. I just went to the door. Oh my gosh. I just went to the door because we had a parcel and I was there for ages. And I left it and it burnt the bottom. That's why you need to keep your eye on it. But the good thing is I fished out the good stuff. Do not let that happen to you. The butter is now going in. The heat from the apple will melt it. And I've got to clean my pan. But I ain't taking any of this stuff out, so that's going to be horrible. I picked out the good stuff. That is what happens when you order a lot of stuff online for your videos. The driver was like, yeah, anything go? Oh, just making a roast. Yeah, you can smell it. Smell the pork. Can you smell the burning apples? Well, let's hurry up and sign for these goods. Butter is in there. Very, very naughty optional extra. Because I left it that long, it kind of broke the apples down fully. If you take it a teeny bit less than that, you can break it down and get it chunkier. But this is perfect. Add sugar to your liking. Don't dump the whole jar on, but that was still a little bit tart. Oh. This is good. Alright, so I just took the pork onto the top shelf for the last 5 minutes. It has spilled the potatoes, it's all good. Let's get the pork out and check that it's cooked. We can tell that by the juices. If they're clear, we're good. Oh, look at that shield. Huh? Ooh, yeah. I've got a bamboo skewer here and I'm going to go into the thickest part of the meat, okay? Okay. Oh yes, little press down and the juices are clear. So now, foil. Remember, if you want, you can make fat with the gravy like we did before. But if not, we get our thing. This is the carving fork. Is that the name? Carving prong? I feel like Wolverine. Into the side and then up. Oh. A foil loosely on top to rest it for half an hour while that stuff over there carries on baking, and then we bring it together. Now's a good time to make any other veg if you want, but I ain't doing that. So this has only been 5 minutes and look at that resting already. Those juices are coming out, and don't worry, the foil will keep it warm. So I've just taken the messy potato tray away because I don't want any of that to get burnt any more than it already is. And we need to take the foil off. Oh my gosh. Cabbage is fine, don't worry about that. We just got to take this off so it'll brown the top for like 20 more minutes, which is perfect timing for this. And we'll bring it all together. Back in the oven you go. All right, I've just got this out of the oven, nice and golden brown crunchy on top, and that cream and stock is all gonna infuse it in there. Oh, amazing. Very hot, so be careful here. And of course we've got the cabbage there. We've got our pork resting and we're gonna serve it on this board, but obviously you would carve it and put it on a plate. All right. Oh, look at that. And all those juices. Now there is something called string on here, which isn't tasty, all right? Even if you're not aware of it. We're gonna cut that off. Let's get that string out of the way. Oh my gosh, so good. All right, so it's still warm, but what you've got is you'll find that the crackling itself will come off quite easily. Ah, look at that. But then you've already done it into strips, so you can kind of, it's so crunchy. Oh, you can just slice it up, all right? Oh, so good. It's actually quite popular in some pubs nowadays here in the UK that serve that with a little Dunkin' pot of applesauce. Gourmet. Here we go. Hopefully you can see how moist it is. No sort of skills to this versus the chicken. I'll move it back a little bit, but oh, so juicy. Cooked through. Big, thick slices. Oh. Alright, so let's get, oh, this is so moist. Oh my gosh. A couple of slices of pork, some crackling, the red cabbage with the onions in there too. Forgetting that. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Yes. And there's a lovely bit of sort of creamy stock at the bottom. Oh my goodness. And then we grab our applesauce. This is like a one-man roast dinner. Goes well with the pork, a little bit like that. Oh. Huh? Some pork and apple. Oh. So moist. Please, please leave it to rest. It is so worth it. A little bit of crackling. Oh. naughty. Cabbage. Whoa, good. Just the right sweetness and tang contrast. Oh, really tender as well. Oh, poor Amy. She's like, all right, if I've got to watch you eat, then that's it, I'm going under the chair again. He knows what he's doing. Potatoes. Cheesy, creamy, tangy. Oh, this is phenomenal. Now, of course, you can do what you want. We've now done beef, chicken, and pork. Mix up the sides, the gravies, all those other ideas I've given you. We're next doing lamb, then a veggie option, then some desserts. So check out the rest of the playlist and please share your pictures of me on social media. I love to see it. All right, goodbye. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
If I can catch Amy, she's the least out of her bed I've ever seen. Are you even in your bed? What are you doing? You know the pork's coming, don't you, huh? And stop flapping your tail on Boston's head.